Hi, first grade. Today we're going to look at Will is up at bat by taking a look at some different sounds. So here you can see we have the words safe, plans, fans, make, drop, and strike. There are two different kinds of ways we could break these words up. What we want to recognize is how there are one vowel words when these are all one syllable words. So safe only has one syllable. Plans only has one syllable. Fans, make, drop, strike. They only have one syllable. A word like second would have two syllables. Second. But strike, one. So each of these words has one syllable. However, some of these words have two vowels. So the first thing we want to notice is these are one-syllable words. Some of them have one vowel, some of them have two. Can you see the difference? How many does safe have? Yeah, it has two, A and E. How many does plans have? Just A. How many vowels does fans have? One. Two. One. Two. So let's split those ones up and let's take a look at them. Let's take a look first at the one vowel words. Plans. We want to be able to quickly identify if a word that is one syllable has one vowel or two vowels. So here we can see plans just has one. So therefore this sound would be a short sound, usually. The word fans only has one, so this would be a short sound. Ah, 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 ah. Here, this only has one vowel, one syllable, so therefore it would be ah. But over here, we have two vowels. And straight away we can see that E makes the A say its name, so the sound of A is A. Same with here. And then E makes the I say its name, so the sound of I is I. You can quickly find that if you see that, and you see that there are two vowels in a one-syllable word, then you can quickly identify what sound it's going to make. Let's take a look at these different words here. We've got pitcher, first, third, drops, faster, and hurt. Can you pick which word doesn't belong? There's something about these words. Now we're working on a different skill in thinking. There's something about one of these words that doesn't quite work. If you said it was the word drops, you'd be correct. Zhoop. Because drops doesn't have an IR sound or a UR sound or an ER sound. All of those are R-controlled vowels. Wait, what are R-controlled vowels? R-controlled vowels. IR, UR, ER, IR, UR, ER, IR, and UR in the middle of a word. But it's ER, ER, at the end of a word. IR, UR, ER, IR, UR, ER, shirt, circle, skirt, firm, IR, turn, hurt, church, purse, UR, faster, smaller, germ, biker, ER, IR, UR, ER, Okay, there we go. So now we can see ER, IR, IR, ER, and UR. You are the coolest person I know. And I just think that... Let's take a look through the text and see how the text and illustration work together. So how have the author and the illustrator worked together to make their story make sense? If we look on page 5 and 6, right here, what's the perspective that we see? We can sort of see that they're all lined up, right? It'd be like if I was looking out this way. It would be all lined up. Swing and miss. Strike one, yells the ump. How does the illustration show it's a miss? Well, the bat is way out like this, and the ball is here. What is this perspective? Now we see that it's way up close. So it says, tap, tap, goes Will's bat. Will lifts his bat and fixes his grip. The pitcher pitches a second pitch. We can't see the pitcher though. We can only see Will way up close. If we go to pages 9 and 10, how does this perspective help the reader understand that he let the pitch pass? Well, it's a bird's eye view, so it's looking straight down. So you can see the ball is right here. He didn't even try and swing, so that helps us know. Here, we see that the perspective helps us understand, the picture helps us understand that these people are Will's family. What about here? It says, Will swings and it's a hit. How does the picture help us see that this is a hit? Well, you can't see the ball anywhere. It's no longer in the mitt, or it's not in the mitt. And he swung. Any other evidence? That's about it. Okay. How does this picture help you understand that Will is running fast? The text says the ball is up and Will runs fast. How do we know? You can see dust flying up behind him. So that helps us understand that. Here, what do you see as a close-up and what do you see as far away? They've showed you that close-up is one of the players who's going to get the ball, and far away is Will, and you can see that he's running because of the dust and because of the way his body is shaped. The ball is in the second baseman's hand. Will is getting to third base, and he has to make a plan. What can you see in this page that shows suspense? Well, you can see once again he's running in the background, and in the foreground, the baseman has got it in his hand, but he hasn't got it to where it needs to be. This close-up makes me wonder if Will is going to make it or not. So this also builds suspense. Wow, look at this picture. You can see that there's a lot of dust, which means he must have come in pretty fast. But we still don't know if he's actually made it to the base until the ump says safe. The final thing we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at a different story, which is Meg and Jim's sled trip, and we're going to compare and contrast it with Will is Up at Bat and try and look at some of the things that only happened in Will is Up at Bat, some of the things that only happened in Meg and Jim's sled trip, and then some things that were the same. So let's take a look and compare. We can see in Will is Up at Bat, it's summertime, but in Meg and Jim's sled trip, it's winter. In this story, they're playing baseball. In this story, they're doing sledding, but they're both sports. That's the same. Different? The same. See how they cross over in this Venn diagram? In Will is Up at Bat, there's only one main character, but in Meg and Jim's sled trip, there are two main characters. In Will is Up at Bat, it's set in a field. In Meg and Jim's sled trip, it's set on a sledding hill. And over here you can see that there is an exciting build-up as you read through the story. Finally, At one point, they're both nervous in the story. Do you know where they're nervous in the story? Okay, first graders, it's time for you to go and read Willow's Up at Bat by yourself. Happy reading!